Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for day number 29 of our 30-day island challenge. You heard that correct. We are on the last 2 days of our 30-day island challenge, and in today's video we're going to focus on my house. So in yesterday's video we officially finished decorating the entire island. We also have all 10 villager houses decorated. The only thing left to do are 2 things. And today we'll do the house, my house, and then tomorrow we'll do like finishing touches, so like adding little drop candies and maybe changing a couple things that we just feel like changing up a little bit. But today we'll focus on my house, which is super exciting. So let's go ahead and head inside. So part of the challenge for this island is to decorate my entire house. So we won't be able to block off any of the rooms. They all have to be decorated. They can't just be like left blank or anything. They all have to have at least me trying to actually decorate. I'm definitely not the best at interiors, but we're gonna try on this island. So this first room right here is super oddly shaped, but I think I want to turn it into a living room. So I think let's just get started. Hello everyone, and welcome to voiceover Kaylee. I know I just voiced over another video a couple of days ago, but from before that I feel like I haven't done a voiceover in a really long time, and I must say my voiceovers have definitely changed throughout the couple of years that I've been doing Animal Crossing videos or content on YouTube. It's funny because when I first started doing voiceovers for like speed builds and everything, I used to write out every single thing that I said in those videos, and I would just read it and try to make it sound like I was just like having a conversation. And now I just ramble. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just press play on my little recorder app thing and I just talk, and I don't know if that's any better for you guys. I feel like it sounds a little bit more natural. Before I was just like so scared of like stumbling over my words or having like pauses, and now I'm in my point of like Animal Crossing career or content creation stuff. I don't know, that I just like am not worried about that too much. I also grew up with like a speech impediment, so I feel like sometimes I get a little like nervous about messing up my speech. Like I think I've said it on stream before, but I have like a deathly like afraid. I'm like deathly afraid of public speaking. I give this example a couple times, but when I was in my senior year of high school, we had to do a speech of To Be or Not to Be. We had to repeat that from Shakespeare, and I cried in front of my whole class because I didn't want to do it, which is funny because I was also a competitive dancer and I had no issues like getting on stage and dancing in front of people, but for some reason for me to like talk in front of people, I always got like super nervous and I would cry, which is very embarrassing. But YouTube, I feel like, has kind of helped me get over that a little bit, and I talk to myself here, and like on stream I can't really see you that much, but I feel like I've also gotten more confident at work talking in front of large groups of people because of YouTube. So yeah, thank you. But I want to talk a little bit about the build that we're doing right now. So we are decorating my living room, and I wanted to give the biggest shout out to Liz the Lass because I took a lot of inspiration from her living room that she made on her like seasonal forever island kind of thing. She would decorate her islands for the seasons, and every time she would redo the interiors of her house. And this is like a template of how she decorated it. I did take a lot of inspiration about like what items she used. I did switch it up a little bit, but there's no way I could have done this without seeing her island or her house for this build. So shout out to her. I love her houses. They always feel like so cozy to me. I'm just really not a big like interior decorator when it comes to Animal Crossing, so this is like the most I've ever decorated my house in all of Animal Crossing, every island I've ever had. The most I ever did before this was on Booville. I decorated like 4 rooms, I think, and even that was like a little stretch because I like blocked off rooms and everything. But for this I have to decorate every single room, which is absolutely crazy, and I did it, so I'm very proud of myself. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I also decorated the beaches, which is crazy because I usually just block those off and don't even let you have access to them. So you know what, I'm growing in this challenge. And speaking of growing during this challenge, my channel has grown so much throughout this challenge, and I just wanted to thank you all for supporting this challenge and supporting my channel. We have so many new subscriber friends in our little friend group that we have here, so thank you all. Whoever found me during the challenge, thank you. And if you were here before the challenge, you know, I'm still very thankful for you being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. It's crazy to me because I wanted to hit 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we actually hit it mid-October, so we definitely crushed our goals. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for doing that. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna do for the main room. Honestly, this is like the most I've ever decorated my house. And I think it turned out so good. I can't take the credit for it because I used heavy inspiration from Liz the Lass, which I probably talked about in the speed build of this. But I love how this room turned out. I really love the vibes that Liz the Lass's house have. So I was super excited to take inspiration from her island and use it here, but we are officially one room down. On to the next. Okay, hello again. And I realized that I was supposed to tell you what we were doing during the last voiceover, and I did not. I just rambled about growing on the channel, which is obviously very important. But for the house, the living room is really the only like normal room like you would see in a house. The rest of the rooms are very themed around things that we have going on around the island. So this room that we're working on right now is supposed to be like the interior of the fake shop that we have for Biscuit's candy shop. So we have that little fake building on the island, and this is supposed to be like, if you actually went into the building, this is what you would see. And I did that for kind of all of the fake buildings that we have on the island. So one of the rooms will be the interior of Lucky's Last Stop, and then one of the rooms will be the post office, which is another fake building. And we also make like a little photo shoot area, which is supposed to be like attached to the pumpkin patch. It's just like, I feel like when you go to like a pumpkin patch or like a fall festival, they have like little areas for you to like take like family pictures and everything. So I made like a little room that was like supposed to be that kind of like photo shoot area. So that's one of the rooms. And then the last room is I guess these are kind of spoilers for what this video is, but the last room in the house is actually like an apple cider bar or like smoothie bar. It's very not kidcore, but I really like the build, and again, I got inspiration from that one from Liz the Lass. I also saw a picture on Pinterest that really inspired me for that build, so we built that upstairs. And it's funny because I feel like when we were decorating the villager homes, I was like, I like to give them homes because it gives them more like personality, and then for my home I like barely make it a home at all. But I really love how this build turned out here, and I will say the glowing moss stickers, that's a DIY item. I use those to put all of the building like signs on the wall. So in this build we have like the little logo for Biscuit's candy shop, and that is such an elite item. I know people have been using those forever, but I never decorate inside, so it's my first time using it and I really love it. But we're at the end of this build, so goodbye. Okay, so this is what we're doing for Biscuit's candy shop. I think this turned out super duper cute. I love all of the colors. I love that the custom design on the wall looks just like the color of the wallpaper. That turned out really cute. But I think this build is so adorable, and I think Biscuit would love it if Biscuit would have found his way to my island, but of course no, he had to abandon us. But I gave him an amazing candy shop, so you would have thought he would like to come to the island. Anyways, let's go on to the next room. Alright, so we are back, and this time we are decorating for Lucky's Last Stop, which is one of my favorite actual builds on the island. I really love how the fake building turned out, and it was like my most like unique kind of build that I've ever made on an island, like unique fake building before. And I just used a bunch of different items that I never really thought about using for fake buildings. A lot of times when I make a fake building, I use like the book stands, like the bookshelves, or the wide display stands. Like Biscuit's candy shop actual building that we made on the island is a lot more reminiscent of the normal buildings that I would make for an island. And for Lucky's Last Stop, I really used a lot of brain power, and I ended up using like castle towers and pillars, and it was just like so much fun, and it just made me want to create like more fake buildings in real life. Well, obviously not in real life, but in Animal Crossing life, which I think that we will be doing for our Christmas island. I think on that island we'll also have like kind of like a similar layout almost on the island, with like terraforming for like fake buildings, but not really any like supernatural, that's kind of funny sounding, but like super like natural terraforming. It will be like a lot of like straight lines and everything, so super excited for that island. Okay, honestly, for not really having an idea going into this build of what I was gonna do, I think this came out really cute. And it's a little questionable if the ghost and the Frankenstein are a little, not super nice if you're at a funeral, you know? Maybe you don't want to see Frankenstein and a bat in a tombstone. But I think this area turned out really cute. There's not like a whole lot going on in here, but like I wanted you to have enough room to come like sit in one of the little altar chair things or bench. What would you call this? It's a wedding bench, but they have these at like funeral homes stuff things too. Oh, I also have a flower. I wanted to drop it over here. Oh, we can't drop it. I just have to place it. That's kind of lame, but that's okay, I guess. We'll just place the flower there. But yeah, I think this turned out super cute, and this was for Lucky's last stop. So let's go work on the post office now. I am back, and like I just said, we are working on the post office, which I think might be like one of my favorite rooms. I don't know which room I like the best. I really like Biscuit's candy shop. That might be my favorite room out of this whole house. But I think the post office came out pretty cute too, and I mean, you'll see it be created like right here. Again, I'm using like the glowing moss stickers to like add the sign and everything. These are a real game changer. I never used that item before. I know a lot of people use it to make like windows and like fancy like lookout things from like a room. They'll put like a door on the wall, or like I've seen staircases used as like the glowing moss stickers, but this is my first time using it and I really do love it. They're super fun. But I was going to say we are doing the post office, of course, but I want to talk about Halloween. I decided that I'm going to be doing like a little Halloween stream the day before Halloween, so I think that's when this video comes out. I'll be streaming basically that day, and I just put a poll up on the channel to see what you guys wanted to do for that stream, and you guys are really bad at making decisions in these polls. These answers are so close together right now. I put 4 different options and it's split by 29%, 23%, 21%, and 27%. So they're almost all tied. So you helping me make a decision is not really helping me right now. The one that is winning though is a Halloween themed villager hunt. So apparently you guys just want to torture me even more because I was tortured with villager hunts on this island, and apparently you want to see some more of that. Maybe we could find Biscuit, which would be amazing since we weren't able to find him during this challenge. But yeah, I think it's funny you guys can't help me make a decision on this. Here is our ghost post. I think this turned out really cute. We have this little area over here for like the actual people that work there, the employees, so they can like turn around and get stuff out of the mailboxes. And then we just have like a little community area where you can come and write your letters or type them on the computer or use a typewriter, anything you want, so you can write your letters to send off. And of course you need to be able to like pay for all this stuff, so we got some ABDs. And then I just really love this vintage dresser thing, so I added it here with another lamp and a little globe, and it's very small and quaint, but I think it's very cute. It definitely gives me like post office vibes, but like cooler post office vibes. I feel like all the post office I've been to are very like white and sterile. This one seems a little cozier, so really love how this turned out. Let's go to the basement now. And again, we are back to a voice over Kaylee, and if you can't tell by me building this house today, I really like that floor. I've used it in like almost every single room of this house. I think it's called like the common flooring or like old common flooring, something like that. It's just like a beautiful like wooden plank. I don't know, are those considered planks? I don't like a normal like wood floor. They're just so beautiful. And I think I used this brick wall in my last build as well. Actually, I think I used the red brick in the last one, and this is like the brown brick. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I'm just gonna go with it. You could have seen that what it said on the screen. I don't remember what it said. But we're making a cute little like photo shoot area for the it could either be for the pumpkin patch or for the hay maze. I guess it kind of works for both. I feel like both usually have like some sort of like a little display that you can take like family photos with. So that was kind of the vibe I was going for this. I have seen someone make something like kind of similar to this. It was, I think, Storybrooke Crossing or Storybrooke ACNH on Instagram. They had a fall island last year and they did something like similar to this in their house, and I thought it was really cute, so I just like took that idea and put my own like little spin on it. I think we did end up using the same like wood like what are those things called, simple panel designs or something similar to that at least. I don't know if it's the exact one, but they are pretty similar. But I love how this little area turned out. It just makes me want to get like a pumpkin spice latte and find some pumpkins in a pumpkin patch and then come here and take like a cute little photo. And I don't know, I really love it, and I do love how this house turned out. I'm very proud of myself for actually decorating an entire house. Like I said, probably like 4 times during this video. I've never decorated an entire house before. In Animal Crossing, I obviously decorated my entire house like that I live in, especially like my office is like the most decorated room, I feel like, because we have like the lights behind me. I have my Squishmallow shelf, which is a staple. My living room is also like pretty decorated. Honestly, my bedroom is not that decorated, but I'm getting way off of topic here. And just like that, we're done with our little photo area. I don't think I'm going to use any like wall decor or ceiling decor for this one, just because it's supposed to be like a cute little photo shoot. You come here and you whip out your camera and you can just take a cute little fall picture of yourself. I should have done this before, because imagine we just started all of our videos like this. How cute would that have been if we just were like, hi, welcome to my channel. But no, we had to wait until the very end of the challenge. But yeah, I think this area turned out really cute. It's just like a simple like fall photo shoot kind of dealio. So with that done, we have one more room left. So let's go to the attic. Hello again, and welcome back for the last room of the house, where of course we had to use that same wood flooring again. It is so beautiful. And I think I said it in the beginning of this video, but this room like is the least kidcore like. I mean, I guess the funeral home room that we did isn't really kidcore either. I mean, it goes with like our kidcore like building that we made, but I kind of made this one into a bar, which obviously bars are not child friendly really. But I think I said when I'm done decorating this room, I said it's like a smoothie room or something, so that makes it a little bit more kid friendly. But as we have it right now, it does really look like a bar. And again, I did take inspiration from Liz the Lass on this one. I also found some inspiration for this room on Pinterest with the whole like little record setup and making the bar and everything. So shout out to people who post their pictures of Animal Crossing on like Instagram or on Pinterest or everything. You guys are the real MVPs of the Animal Crossing community. You and the people who make like custom codes, y'all are so important to the Animal Crossing community. Because could you imagine if you had to make all of your own designs and everything? Like, I have made my own designs in the past, especially for my like white and black island, because there just like weren't that many codes that were available to me. So like if I had to, I could, but just knowing that I can use like so many people's like road codes and especially like custom clothes, I feel like custom design clothes I'm really bad at making. I want to say bad, I'm just not like as good as some other people who are really good, you know? Maybe I'm being a little too hard on myself, but I definitely think I could do it if I like had to be forced to do it. But I just like using other people's codes, and I think that's so cool in this community that we all like share our own codes and everything, and you let other people use them. I feel like that's like such a cool thing. It's like a form of art, you know? Like I mean, technically it is like pixel art, right? And I do follow like a couple people on Instagram. This is off topic, but I do follow a couple people on Instagram that make like normal pixel art, and they make like little scenes that everything is like made out of pixels, and it's so cute. They'll make like a little courtyard area and they'll have like tables set up, and I'm like, how does your brain work like this? I don't know, but people are like so talented, and I'm just like so happy that people like share their artwork with the world. This is very off topic. Also, I want to mention I'm using a lot of like wall decor here, But like, how cool would it be if we could put wall decor on the partition walls? I feel like that's really an area where like Animal Crossing creators, like Nintendo workers, really kind of like, I don't know, like missed out on something that could be so cool. Because if we could put stuff on the partition walls, imagine how like beautiful our builds would be. Because I have that partition wall set up that is in front of the tanks here, and you can't put anything there, so when you're like looking into the room, it kind of looks blank on that side just because you can't put anything there. But I feel like I kind of make up for it on this side where I'm putting like the hundreds of KK records or albums, whatever you want to call it, on this wall. But it's kind of sad because you can't really see it unless you like turn your camera. So I don't know if you'll do that when you come visit the house. Oh, also, I almost forgot when I was making this house to put a bed somewhere, but I did realize that I can use the hay beds in the photo shoot room for a bed, so I will be able to make my dream address. Okay, so I think this is what we're doing for the bar situation. The only thing I'm thinking about is maybe getting rid of this little partition. Yeah, let's get out the pillar again. We're gonna put that little guy back because I was thinking of having a wall there, but then you can't walk back there, which is kind of lame. So, oh, please go where I want you to go. Thank you. So this is our little bar situation. I took inspiration from, again, Liz the Lass. Oh, I forgot to put stuff on the tables. I'll do that afterwards. But I took inspiration from Liz the Lass as well as someone I found on Pinterest. So we have this like little seating area over here with just some tables and chairs. We have the bar that you can sit at and drink your little smoothies. And you can actually go behind the bar. Oh, you gotta squeeze, but you can fit back there. And then there's just some tanks back here that hold all of the smoothie making supplies. This is a smoothie bar, not anything else. Whatever you're thinking about, erase your mind. This is a smoothie bar. And then over here we just have some barrels and some pools, so if you want to play that, and then another little seating area. I think it turned out really cute. Is it very kidcore? Not really, but do I like it anyways? Yes, I do. Before we end the video, let's just take one last look at all of the rooms. So the first room we created was this little living room situation. We have kind of like a storage situation in the front, and then if you come back here, we have a little like, I don't know, just like the normal living room stuff. You can sit and watch your TV. And then I do have my little study desk over here, which I think is very cute. That's pretty much it for this room. Not trying to make you dizzy, but let's do a little pan of the room. I love how it turned out. And then let's go see Biscuit's candy shop. This, I think, is my favorite room of the whole house. It's so fun. This is Biscuit's candy shop. You can come in and again drink like a little smoothie, sit at the bar and get some candy. It's so adorable. Really love how this area turned out. Definitely my favorite room of the house. Next up, we decorated Lucky's Last Stop, so let's check that out. This is the funeral home. So you have like an open casket situation. You can say goodbye to Wisp in this cute little photo that we have back here. And then you can just sit in here and mourn the loss of Wisp or anyone else who's been forgotten off the island. Very simple room, but super cute. I think cute for a funeral home if those two kind of match. But yeah, love how this turned out. Next on our adventure was the post office. And here we are. We have a little employee section. We have a little community writing center where you can come here and write some letters. You can check your PO box, and then the employees can like mail off their stuff. And if you need like money to send your letters, you can get that here. This is another one of my favorite rooms, actually. I really love how this area turned out. And then next we worked on the basement. This is again one of my favorite rooms in the house. I keep saying that, but I'm honestly proud of myself with how I decorated the house because I'm not big on interiors. But we have a little fall festive photo shoot down here with some storefronts in the back. We got a lot of hay and pumpkins. You can come do your makeup or your hair over here, put on some jewelry, and then you can sit here and take a cute little picture. Again, just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. And then upstairs was the last one. Here is our fun and festive, is it festive? Not really, but just like fun smoothie bar. You can drink your drinks, you can play some pool, listen to some music. We have a bunch of KK records on that wall over there. It's a little weird with the panning, but I love how this area turned out. It's probably maybe my least favorite room out of all of them, but I still like it. And that's gonna be the end of the video. We finally decorated my house. This is the first time I've ever decorated my entire house, so it was definitely a little bit of a struggle, but that's okay. And that wraps up day 29. So all we have left is day 30 and then the final tour, which is crazy. I can't believe we've almost made it through the full 30 days. This challenge has been so fun, but when day 30 is ready, that video should be somewhere like right here for you on the screen. So if that's ready, go ahead and watch that. If not, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, friends!